What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Let me know if y'all can hear me because I have my phone charging in a USB port, so I don't want the sound to be coming through the system. So somebody give me a thumbs up, and I'll wait a minute. Somebody let me know if they can hear me good and clear. I hope everybody's doing well and swell. And I had a good weekend. Let me check. Let me see if I can check myself. Because I can't be alone today. So it sounds like I could hear myself. All right. I guess it's good. Y'all let me know if y'all can't hear me. But it was a wild weekend here in Rochester, New York. Crazy violent weekend. Thank God I was not really around here. But nonetheless, it was a very, very wild and crazy weekend in Rochester, New York. It was a mass shooting again. You know, Rochester mass shootings do not seem to, make the news. But hey, but it says, well, there was 1 killed, 6 wounded at a park. The video's on my channel. Y'all haven't seen it. There was a child and 5 in critical condition. Oh, no, sorry. That's something else. And then it was a stabbing. Let me just read this shit. Last night here, well, this weekend. Come on, get over here. There was 9 people shot, 2 killed, 8 shot yesterday alone. 3 people stabbed, 1 killed. And there were 3 deadly incidents in the past 72 hours in Rochester, New York. Now, that's a lot of crime in a little ass Rochester, New York City. So I don't know what the fuck been going on here. Could be the smoke-filled skies. Who knows? But that's another thing. It's smoky here due to the lithium fires and the best system fires. Shout out to Wise. Wake up! It's 1984. If you ain't on his channel, go get there. Did a great video, great stream as always. Dropping the straight jewels on what's going on. You know, with these fires up in Canada. So shout out to Wise. But hopefully y'all can hear me. And I know it takes forever for anybody to get alerts. So also shout out to all the new subscribers, which I never get subscribers, but when I do, shout out to you. Coming out of from all over. And if you landed here, good chance you're starting to break out of the spell. Not the oh shit, what is that? Not the the spell of being asleep, but the spell of getting caught into the truther movements and communities that are vastly far asleep, and there's a lot of that going on. And that's what I was doing yesterday. I was, dropping some jewels over on where a lot of people talk about understanding the law and shit like that and all these different things. And, that was the title of the video. Simple terms that people have gotten misconstrued over the years. And you know, you got to ask yourself, wait a minute, you know, just got to go back and research it. And you'd be like, damn, and even I had some things misconstrued. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's because I just, you know, you hear about it, you see it, but you don't look at the full scope, the full picture, the full understanding. And that's what a lot of it was. Good, Brian Thomas. You can hear me good. And that's what a lot of you know, that's what a lot of things do on the internet. You know, you see it, you'll do some research, but if you don't go really like way, you know, deep in it, you might catch some things that, okay, yeah, that's what it means, but not get the whole picture. And a lot of people do that when it comes to understanding the game of law that they have in place. You know. All right, thanks, Brian. So, you know, I've been going back, retuning. So when I share it. People could take what they want, and some people don't like it because they're in a belief system, you know, even into the whole understanding the law. And you know, some of these people be teaching shit. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, slow down, back up a little bit. You know, there's some missing elements, missing parts. And you know, that's what I've been doing, you know, you know, the past few days also. And going back and forth with people, and you know, you can see and you can see, you know, the programming and like the misunderstanding. And then when you start to show it, you can see that then the anger comes out, you know, the insults. I'm like, wait a minute, we just talking about, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they just don't want to believe it. And boom, there you go. That is what they have done to us with this MK Ultra mind control. I call it MK Ultra mind control. They have removed the names, put it out in the open, and made things like social media. So take it from there. That's your mind manipulation, mind control. I mean, that should be clear to anybody that social media is more mind controlling than the TV. It is what it is. 100%. People say, man, I don't watch TV. Well, fuck, motherfucker, I see you on the internet 10 hours a day. That's even worse. Imagine how programmed you are. You know, imagine what things are coming across your mental and they're putting in your subconscious mind through those screens. Good God Almighty. You know, could that have been the plan? Make people who are really understanding and thinking and their mind open, get them on the internet and target them there. Well, that's what they've done. You know, that's why you got to pull back, look at things, and say, you know what? Maybe that, you know, and that's the other thing with the sovereign citizen term. You know, is it actually an oxymoron? When you start looking, you're like, wait a minute, it actually isn't. You know, and you know, only through experience. God damn this fucking truck. I hate that shit. Um, through experience, you know, going through this system, you damn that shit stink. You know, you go through things and you know you can know what's true and correct. You know, going through the system. So yeah, but yeah, again, shout out to all you guys. Shout out to new subscribers, new people that came over here, and everybody else, Ryan Thomas, whoever else sees this later. But you know, I've talked about this before. Um, you know, somebody's beating on the bush, asking me, you know, you know, going through all, what's your nationality? You know, what's your nationality? What's your nationality? I'm like, Okay, I already know by them asking that and understanding their name that they believe they have created their own nationality, and it's something that is separate. I mean, it is, but they're locked into what they believe, nationality is. And again, it's a belief on, it's a belief on nationalities, right? Because um when you come up to understanding nationality and what nationality is, some people have believed themselves into a nationality, and again, that's absolute facts, because you got a right to a nationality, you know, your own God, whatever you believe in. Nobody can touch that. Their own laws say that. So, people that say, what's your nationality? Okay, well, you have a nationality that you believe in. Okay. But when you get into the game of what they're doing, okay, what they understand, how they operate, it means something totally different. Is there a separation of two? Absolutely, 100%. But when somebody says, what's your nationality? I'm thinking like, okay, what does that even have to do with any question or topic that I'm talking about? Because a nationality is a belief system. All right. And you have a right naturally, a natural right to believe that. Okay. That's 100%. I'm like, well, wait. I just told the person simply, let me know what your definition of nationality is, and we'll start there. And then they say, oh, you said a whole lot. You said a whole lot. What's your nationality? And again, this is that same energy that I see through all these realms that I've always dealt with when I challenge what people perceive and believe. They want me to answer direct question, what they want to believe and perceive and understand, instead of saying answering the fucking question. You know, I mean, how hard is that? Answer the fucking question. How you going? I'm at you. You come comment on a post that I made, asking and showing something, and you want me to answer a fucking question. And this is what social media done to people. You know, which is wild in itself. You want me to answer a question, but I'm talking about something totally different. I'm not talking about nationality. You know, they challenge what I say, then ask me what my nationality is. This shit doesn't even make any sense. What's good, Daniel Amico? You know, so you get into it, and there's a lot of terms that people have been forgotten about, and that's why they'll push certain doctrines. I call them doctrines because I mean, law comes from a spiritual place, right? You know, the law doesn't have anything to do with us until we get into those realms. Really, the law doesn't even pertain to any of us. And their own words state that, and that's what people don't understand. Motherfucker, their shit don't pertain to us. But when we're dealing with them and their realm, then that's how they're dealing with us. Okay? And how do you separate that? Well, knowing what you truly are. Nationality ain't got shit to do. It doesn't matter. They didn't give a fuck what you is. I tell a person real quick. I say, okay, you go do something that ain't in line with what they're doing, and tell me what happens after that. Okay? Because how they have it set up, they ain't even there. There's Russian consulates here. There's Chinese. There's Turkish. There's many, and this faction cannot go there, and on this landmass. So when you're in a position like that, then come talk to me about something, you know, because they can't go there, but they can't even go in your house. But it's not set up that way. You see, that's how it's supposed to be everywhere, not just in there and in these places. You got to ask yourself, you got to ask themselves, how the fuck do these other nations, nationalities, right, are able to do this. And then ask yourself, well, why can't we do this? Then start looking into it like, damn, well, wait a minute. I see now, and I don't want to get, that's not, I don't want to talk, I don't want to go all into the whole details and shit of that. What's good, Leonard? But, yeah. And last night I got into somebody was like, agent, exit left, agent, muddy waters. And by the time the conversation was done, they was like, yo, man, I respect that. And then, he was like, how you go that? And then when I drop it and explain the whole understanding, it was all to do with the word person, But when I dropped it, they ain't never saw it in that way. I'm like, it's right there, because certain doctors, what I mean, books, they push these fucking law dictionaries, right? And people just gobble them up. They don't understand their revisions, their revised, their new editions, new volumes. Well, what about the older volumes? Well, they're still there. They didn't go anywhere. They didn't eliminate them because a new version came out. And I told people, just go to the first one. Simple. And then before the first one, study the case laws before the first one was even out. And then you'll begin to understand. And when you study the law on how they have it set up, the case laws under the Constitution, common law, right? You'll be able to understand it way 100% more. And that's what I did. I was like, well, oh shit. I got this first edition law dictionary, which birthed all the other ones. And then I'm like, shit, well, what about before that? And then you end up in case law, reading constitutional cases, case law from the 1800s, way before the fucking first edition Black's Law Dictionary in 1891. You talking about, you get into the 17 fucking, when the United States and its Constitution was created. And then you get a greater perspective of what the fuck they're talking about. And a lot of people they're like, oh, the fourth edition. That's what people tell me. I'm like, wait a minute. So it cancels out all the other editions? I have 1 through 10. So what are you talking about? It doesn't even make any sense. So I'm just trying to sprinkle a little jewels around, showing people like, look, it's simple. And a lot of things, and that people's been trying to do a lot of things, and just simply knowing that opens up the door for a whole lot. Understanding why they call you a citizen, you're not a citizen, this and that. Don't use person. Why not use person when their own definition tells you what person is? All right. Nothing else to talk about after that. And then somebody was like, well, no, never use that. Use natural woman and natural man. I'm like, what? What? What is it? You're playing a game, making up shit, coming in with it, and they like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about in your paperwork. Automatically. Remember, you're only going to speak on paper anyway, because you cannot speak through your nature, right? You can't really speak through your nature. It's got to be on their words, because that's where they play the game. They don't talk to you. They talk to fictional entities. So when you establish yourself as the you, right, as the PERSON, per son, right, piece of the sun. They already know this shit. A lot of people know this shit but can't put it together. Don't use the word, run from it. Who told you that? That's what I say. Who told you that? And they never get an answer. It's like, what in the fuck? Who told you run from, don't use the word person, when their own definition of person means a man considered according to the rank he holds in society, comma, with all the rights to which the place he holds entitles him, comma, and duties and the duties which it imposes. Period. A human being considered as capable of having rights and of being charged with duties, semicolon, while a thing is the object over which rights may be exercised. Period. Persons, right? This is the whole definition right here. Persons are divided by law, not code, statute, rules, regulations, and all that other shit. Law, guys, law. Persons are divided by law, right? So they're dividing you already. You're a person. Doesn't matter what the fuck they made it into. You're a person, but it's divided by law into natural and artificial. Period. Natural persons are such as are created and devised by human laws, right? Natural persons are such. Oh, sorry, hold on. Natural persons are such as. Sorry, I misread that. Let me zoom in on it. Let me back up. Persons are divided by law into natural and artificial. Natural persons are such as the God of nature formed us, semicolon. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. Natural persons are such as the God of nature formed us. Not man, not laws, not a constitution, not a fucking treaty, none of that shit. Okay? After that, it says artificial are such as are created and devised by human laws. How the fuck you get from nature to God to human laws? Okay, we are not the artificial person. That's it. All right. So artificial are such as created and devised by human laws, comma, for the purposes of society and government, comma, which are called parentheses, quotations, corporations, or bodies politics. Somebody had the nerve to tell me that natural persons are police, government, public officials and shit. I'm like, where the fuck you get this shit from? Where? All those things, police officer, break that down and then see where it all links back to. That's what a person is. What's good, Blink? That's what a person is. Don't be scared to fucking use the word person. They do that so you don't know how to identify yourself as it. You create some other shit and bring Uno into a fucking poker game. How the fuck you coming playing? You talking about draw four, bitch? We're on the fucking river card. You talking about draw four? Get your ass out of here with them fucking Uno cards. Which ironically, the Uno cards are the colors of the elements. And a lot of people don't understand that. Earth, fire, air, water. So anyways, how the fuck you gonna come in playing fucking poker with fucking Uno cards? That shit don't work. They have a matrix game. As I said it before, it boils down to this. They have a system in play. Yes, it don't matter how they got it or whatever. We already know that. What they have in play, okay, should all be irrelevant anyway to us. But we're in it and we're locked in. We're not really locked in, but we're locked in. But it's a choice. It's a choice to be in their system. They just have created it so large, it's hard to get the fuck out. But this is their system that they've raped, murdered, stole, and killed for, and this is how they're operating it. Okay? With all this other shit. Now, the law, to me, comes from the law, and I'm talking the law, because if you look at the law, it links to common law and to natural law, okay? Natural law, that's what I'm talking about. They understood natural law, okay? They understand natural law. Well, all the other shit on top of that is what they created, all right? And again, it's a spiritual thing. You could either play and be in it or just be outside of it. Now, people want to justify living in their system that is not natural, that which they created, and they want to use all their words and terms to get out of it, but still have the fuck, still do the same shit. Like, how the fuck does that even work? And that's why that shit, like, it always blew my mind. It's like, okay, These motherfuckers want to do A, B, C, and D, and E, but still do A, B, C, D, and E, but just change the way it's done so they operate and own and control. I get that, but you're not understanding. You weren't the creator of those things. You didn't make those things. Those things aren't natural. That's their shit. That's other man's and woman's, right, shit that they use to create with corporations, dead entities, and contracts. Now you over here want to do the same shit, talking about A, B, C, and D. Think about it. And then people wonder why shit don't work. Shit doesn't, because it's not even in line anyway, divinely. Motherfucker, we ain't even supposed to be doing this shit. People don't want to face that fact. We're not even supposed to be doing all the shit. Now, if we're in their game, we got a business, we're operating their game. Everything that entails into that, you got to do it and structure it to the law. That's it. You know, it just is what it is. It's the game that they're playing. And then a motherfucker talk about, I'm free, I'm outside the system, but using fucking the paper, the slave paper. Shit doesn't even make any sense. How is that even logically making any fucking sense? And that's the thing with this fucking social media programming. It is what it is. So again, a person, right? Persons are divided by law into natural and artificial. Natural persons are such as the God of nature formed us. You know how powerful that is right there? That right there, people could take that and do research in law, in case law, and be like, God damn, I didn't realize it was that fucking easy. And then it says artificial are such as created and devised by human laws for the purposes of society, right? What are societies? Civil societies, social societies, all that shit. And government, which are called corporations. And everybody knows that studies law, knows that the only thing they can deal with is corporations, right? And then it says, or bodies politic. So if they turn you into a corporation, that means you're a natural person. They have to get you to accept being an artificial person in order for them to start playing their game. But they know you're a natural person first. And I try to tell people that, and they have past 2 days have been so caught up in, don't use that. But a lot of them like, damn, I ain't never even looked at it that way. And there's a reason why, people don't talk about it. It's not on the internet like that. Because it's too easy. That's simple, stupid. That's fucking simple, stupid. So that's what person means. So establishing that first let you know. Fuck, y'all motherfuckers told me what I already knew anyway. This is the thing. They know what you are already. That's why they have, okay, a lot of people don't know this. They have natural death as a legal term. Natural death lets you know, okay, natural death, natural person. So they already know what the fuck we are. They know what we are already. If we don't show them what we are and who we are, then they do it to us as they fucking please. Natural death. Death resulting from disease, or from natural forces without concurrences of man's agency, semicolon. Whoa. What the fuck does that mean? As distinguished from violent death, 2, physical death, the separation of soul and body, semicolon. All right, let me read that back, because semicolon, this stuff is real, comma, semicolon, and periods is very important in law. This is why motherfuckers will read this shit, read over, so, oh, person means corporation, and not understand the way it's written for a fucking reason. All right, natural death. 1, death resulting from disease, or from natural forces without concurrences of man's agency, semicolon. As distinguished from violent death. 2, physical death, semicolon. The separation of soul and body. This is the law. Understand what these motherfuckers talk about soul and body. So these things go into, and then somebody says, you know, when they were talking about natural woman, natural man, I say, go find that in their instructions. Go find natural man, natural woman. You're not gonna find it because it don't exist. Don't come in these motherfuckers talking about, you know, A, B, C, and D, but you're playing fucking poker with fucking Uno cards, talking about draw four. Bitch, we're playing fucking Texas Hold'em. The fuck you talking about? Get your ass back over there in the fucking playroom and play with your friends and learn how to fucking organize the colors of the cars, go in them numerical order, and then come back over here and try to play fucking poker. All right. And then after poker, let's play fucking chess. So it makes more sense. And that's what they be doing. I'm like, what in the fuck? These people know what you are already. Their own shit says it. They're talking about physical death, the separation of soul and body, as distinguished from civil death, which is the loss of rights and juristic personality as a legal consequences of certain acts. That's how why you think you got a death certificate? They don't even give you a natural fucking death. You a corpse all the way up into the death certificate. They don't put natural death on your fucking birth certificate, do they? Nope. Everybody talks about the birth certificate. Nobody talks about the death certificate. Why? Why? Oh, everybody's born and everybody dies. Don't no one ever even look into or at the motherfucking death certificate. Because it ain't going to say you died a natural death. They going to say you died of whatever corporate fucking term, you know, cancer or this, liver failure, this shit. You know, they're never going to put natural death. They'll put natural causes. Well, what is a cause under the law? I mean, this shit is ridiculous, man. It really is. Somebody even was like, damn, I didn't even know that was a natural death was a legal term. Yeah. But they're telling you in there, they know what you truly are. They say physical death, the separation of soul and body, as distinguished from civil death, which is loss of right. This is what they do to us right here. A civil death. That's what motherfuckers die. That's what that death certificate is, a civil death, right? You know? Think about it. Exactly, Ryan Thomas. Truth of the matter is, as what's good, Jules? The truth of the matter is, as soon as we begin to describe something, we have already lost the meaning of it. That's right. Exactly. So the reason why I talk about this, because it really doesn't even affect us like we shouldn't even have to deal with, but it is what it is. But people have put in so much shit because they've learned all this shit from just watching instead of actually going looking the shit up. You know, something as simple as a person. We are all told, run from it. Run from it. What the fuck? What do you mean? Person. Now, all right, now we can go to, what is it? What was it? You go to, hold on one second. I don't have it with me right now. But anyways, okay. So, like I said, natural person, all right, that explains artificial and natural, their own terms, okay, their own rules. And understanding this, people say, oh, this is stupid, you just talk about words and this and that. No. How the fuck you gonna say that when most of the motherfuckers say that? No, words are sorcery. They know that Words are magic. Words are spell. They know that these motherfuckers speaking a whole nother fucking language, but tell me, the other side will tell me, oh, that shit don't matter. I don't need to know any of that. Whatever. And then you got the people that have learned stuff to say, run from that. Don't you ever use that. And I just showed you what it meant. So they don't ever want you to say that you're not. I asked, what do you say then? And that's when they come with all this other shit that has nothing to do with the game they're fucking playing. How the fuck you gonna be in front of them and you talking about you this nationality and all the other shit? Obviously, they ain't listening to you, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You're in front of them. You're drawn into their game, but you're talking about you're this, that, and this, that, and this, that, making it so fucking hard. Years of doing all this shit when you could have just came in and dealt with it the way it is. Mitch, I'm this. Okay. Who did I damage? All right. Who did I hurt, injure? And who are you saying I owe to? And where is the part where I signed? And where the fuck is the contract or the nature and cause of the action that brought me to move my body into here? Just so you guys are aware, I understand the game. I am a natural person. What? That's their game. What are they going to do with you after that? And I've used this, and it shit is powerful. And you guys are going to see how powerful that shit truly is. So it's that simple. What's good, Leonard? I like how they act like the ancients were slow, then they dig up their stuff and control us with how quarantine. Right. Uh-oh. No, I'm not gonna answer that yet. So you got person, right? They said, look, you're either natural or fucking artificial. All right. So natural persons, their definition, 1800s, right? Such as are formed by nature. There it is again. Hold on one second. Guys. All right. So natural persons, period. This is the definition of what they already said, that the law divided, persons are divided by law. Okay. That means by law, right? That's why everything is always at law, like attorneys at law. That's it. At law, right? By law. Okay. They already told you divided by law, natural and artificial. Okay. It's two. Which one are you? Everything else, they base it off on an artificial fucking person. So there's a natural person. No, don't be that, because that means cop and police. And where the fuck y'all get this shit from? I ask them and never get it. I'm like, where the fuck you even get that shit from? And you just see the comments. It's like, man, it's like when you go through the truth community, you start asking questions about shit. You can't get any fucking answers. And when you know the answers, you're like, damn, what the fuck have we been doing? This is called mind control. And Bill Cooper, right? And Jordan Maxwell, even though they put out some truths, they were agents and they put a lot of this shit out here. A lot of people took it and ran. You start looking at motherfuckers, you start looking up the shit. Damn, you like, man, but you go, they will have everything to a T, but there'll be a slight things that you say, man, this is where these motherfuckers got everything from and how it all got misconstrued. It's like, yo. So think about it. If they already told you what a natural person is, now I'm going to read you the definition of what they saying the natural person is. Okay. And again, it says nature. I don't even need to talk to anybody about anything once they mention nature. Okay. Natural persons, such as are formed by nature, comma, as distinguished from artificial. persons, comma, or corporations, comma, formed by human laws for purposes of society and government. Well, what the fuck? How that definition is even more clear than the one that told you what person was. The natural person. They don't say, it says it. You're distinguished, right, from artificial and corporations. It doesn't say natural persons, police, government, officers, body politics. Those are natural persons. Where the fuck? It don't say that nowhere. It says natural persons such as are formed by nature. Simple. Simple and plain. Plain said I read the whole fucking definition. That's it. Now, natural persons, guess what they got? Natural rights. What is natural rights? Those rights which plainly asserted by natural law, such as the right to life, to personal liberty, etc. We already know. And again, there's the word person right in personal liberty. Because I've been trying to tell people, Constitution you ain't got no fucking rights. Nobody give you rights. You already have something. You got to make them, with their own shit, uphold your rights. That's it. They supposed to uphold your rights. They don't give you any rights. That's why you never see anybody come around. Look, you got 10 rights. You got this right. You got that right. No, you pull forward. Right? You pull forward. That's who you are, right? You're a soul and a body. Their own shit tells you that. They're a bowl, and I'm sorry. You're a body and soul according to them. You need to pull that your body and soul into their realms. Then they ain't dealing with you in that way. They don't want nothing to do with you. They're like, oh shit, this motherfucker just talking Three Stooges stupid to us. It's too easy. He's not fucking throwing out shit, verbiage and just making up shit and being all, the such and such that this and no, he's just making it simple fucking stupid. Get him out of here because people can understand the shit he's saying. When a motherfucker come talking all this shit under this statute law and this coat and this, that, and this and this from, blah, blah, blah. Bitch, they don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Simple, stupid is easier for them to understand. They don't want you nowhere near them. Simple fucking stupid. You're not even supposed to be dealing with me under your own laws. You're supposed to be dealing with corporations. Now, how did I become a fucking corporation in here? Let me know, because that's the only thing you can deal with. There's a natural person and an artificial person. Which motherfucker you got standing here? I'm here letting you know I'm the natural person, your laws, your game, your rules, your turn, bitch. What? How could they even fucking, what are they doing? What are they doing in there? So natural rights, those rights which are plainly asserted by natural law. And there's natural law that, wait a minute, there's actually a natural law? Oh, yes, there is a natural law. Okay? There actually is a natural law. Okay? Now, you also got natural liberty and natural life. These are their definitions, guys. I ain't making this shit up. Natural liberty, the power of acting as one thinks fit, comma, without any restraint or control, comma, unless by the law of nature. What? 1BL.com 125. That is a fucking court case in the 18 fucking hundreds. Wait, natural liberty? I thought it meant this, and oh, you've been watching your fucking law truther gurus. They ain't told you about this shit. How simple it is. It's fucking less than 20 fucking words that tells you what you truly are. It's simple. Less than 20 fucking words explains what you are, all from understanding you're a person. That's it. The simplest thing as an individual person, studying that, understanding that, lets you know, goddamn, what the fuck? So I'm a natural person. I got natural, not rights, motherfucker. You already got them shits. Right? You already got it. They just telling you got it. They're telling you spiritually through their own doctrines Natural rights. Those rights which are plainly asserted by natural law, semicolon, such as the right to life, the personal liberty. And then you go to natural liberty, the power of acting as one thinks fit. Bitch, you can't tell me what to say, think, nothing. Because the natural liberty, right? Without any restraints or control, unless by the law of nature. Where the fuck is this law of nature? You see? What? Natural life. Here's another legal definition. Natural life. Hold on, y'all. God damn, what the fuck? All right. Natural life. The period between birth and natural death, as distinguished from civil death. Wait, you mean to tell me what the fuck does that mean? The period between birth and natural death. That's a natural life. There's a period in between birth and natural death that we live. Well, where the fuck are we living? You mean to tell me they understand a natural life? And there's a period between birth and death, as distinguished from civil death, which is a whole nother fucking meaning, right? And I already read to y'all what natural death means. Think about that. Think about that. And then there's another thing, natural equity, right? A term sometimes employed in works on jurisprudence, comma, possessing no very precise meaning, comma, but used as equivalent to justice, comma, honesty, comma, or morality in business relations, comma, or man's innate sense of right dealing and fair play. And then it's got some jewels in here. It's long, but I'll read a couple lines. In as much as equity, comma, as now administered, comma, is a complex system of rules, comma, doctrines, comma, and precedents, comma, and possesses, comma, within the range of its own fixed principles, comma, but little more elastically, right, than the law. That means stretching a little bit, a little in and out. The term natural equity may be understood to denote in a general way, comma, that which strikes the ordinary conscience and sense of justice as being fair, comma, right, comma, and equitable in advance of the question. All right. Sorry, guys. Whoops. Cut off. Within the jurisprudence of the law. Okay. Now, what that means and what that breaks down is that's how the system is supposed to be ran. That's how their game is supposed to be played. It's supposed to be a sense of right and fairness. All right. But they don't deal that way. The natural equity, they ain't trying to, no, there is none of that with them. They actually take for themselves from you. All right. Because it's supposed to be equivalent to justice, honesty, and morality, right? Man's innate sense of right, dealing, and fair play. That means dealing, right? They need to have the sense of fair play. They know this is one of the key things. This is what equity is these it goes down a rabbit hole. Equity courts, right? They eliminate fair play, right? They eliminate man's right there. Man's innate sense of right dealing and fair play. They eliminate that. You see, that's why there is no natural equity in what they're doing because it's not fair play. What do you mean? How the fuck is that fair play? I could read this all day, go into fair play, what it means. You'll be like, what in the fuck? But it's easy. These are easy words that you talk. Motherfuckers been teaching shit for years. So fucking make it run around in fucking circles. But the shit is massively easy. Very easy. Think about it. So yeah, that's what natural, you know, this is what I've been doing the past couple of days with people, trying to break the fucking chains that people that have locked themselves into these truther things. And this is the whole legal truther, you know, what they call sovereign citizen realms and shit. To show them like, yo, it ain't even that fucking hard. And I don't deal with any of that shit talking about accounts and all that shit and social security numbers and like doing this shit and getting shit for free from their system and all this other shit and all that dumb shit. That's fucking retarded, you know? Now the other question looms: sovereign citizen. Is it really an oxymoron? Think about that. Is it really an oxymoron? But give me a minute. All right. Let me put my disclaimer up here. Give me a minute. All right, guys, I am back. Shout out to all you guys. Rap Samples, Ryan Thomas, Space Monkeys, Tap P, good to see you. Goblin, Leonard, Kimmy, Angel Z, what's good? Daniel Amica was up on here earlier. Shout out to all you guys. But just figured I'd drop these little nuggets. Easy stuff to understand. Take this, research it. It'll lead you to a bunch of things to understand what they have done to us. You know, things that we're in. You know, these are just like baseline stuff, you know. And then the whole, now the sovereign citizen, right? Now, I mean, we've all heard sovereign citizens, the oxymoron, don't use it, you know. And I used to push that rhetoric too, like, oh man, no, you can't be a sovereign and a citizen. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Okay. Citizen, in general, a member of a free society. I'm sorry. Free city or jural society. All right. Civatus. Possessing all the rights and privileges which can be enjoyed by any person under it. All right, y'all. Let me know if I am back. Let me know if I'm back. We overheated there for a second. Leave the phone right here real quick. Let me let this phone. Get this phone. Let me get this phone 1 second. Like 2 minutes. Hold on 1 second.
So, when you hear me speak and the things I say, I'm speaking to my people.
If you ask me, I'll tell you what is wrong with the world. We're being desensitized from the things we should feel. Living our lives in these times while we suffer inside, and we can't see the problems because the masses are blind. Let's try and find a solution. We're not helping ourselves. We're walking around unattached and disconnected from self. Too comfortable and too scared. That's why we never rebel. That's why we catch me writing rhymes and trying to balance the scales. Put car on the roads. It seems like dawn of the dead. Zombies, robots, lemons being misled. It's like we're sheep to the slaughterhouse on the conveyor belt, about to self-destruct because we're under a spell. We search for purpose.
All right, guys, we're back. We're back. me know if we're back now. Again, sorry. Let me know if we're back again. Let me know we're back again. Somebody from the UK. One second, man. All right, we're back. Hopefully my phone. Let me cool off. Yeah, it's gonna get dirt. It's gonna get worse, man. We got 5 years. I would hope we do. I could use a couple more years. You know. But it amazes me, nigga. We got some people want to exist in this current situation, But okay. Now the term sovereign citizen, y'all all know, it'll probably be on the fucking blurb of this fucking video. All right. No, it doesn't mean some radical fucking extremist and this and that. Though they painted that picture. And unfortunately, some people have adopted that side of it. And on the other side, it's an oxymoron. It's stupid. This and that, da-da-da. But hey, you can't be a citizen and sovereign at the same time. A slave can't be free. Well, we heard it all. But citizen, right? What does citizen mean? In general, period, a member of a free city or jural society, right? Possessing all the rights and privileges which can be enjoyed by any person. Okay, there's the word person again. Hold that thought. Under its constitution and government, comma, and subject to the corresponding duties. Okay. There's a lot into that little part. And then it says, in American law, period, one who, under the Constitution and laws of the United States, comma, has a right to vote for civil officers, comma, and himself is qualified to fill elective offices, period. Then it says, now keep in mind, I read that and it says, period. One of the sovereign people, period. That's what it says. A constituent member of the sovereignty, comma, synonymous with people, period. Then it goes, a member of the civil state entitled to all its privileges. Right? Think about that. The term citizen has come to us derived from antiquity. It appears to have been used in the Roman government to designate a person who had the freedom of the city and the right to exercise all political and civil privileges of the government. There was also, comma, at Rome, a partial citizenship, comma, including civil but not political rights. Complete citizenship embraced both. all persons born or naturalized in the United States, comma, and subject to a jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. All right. But let's go back up to the top. Citizen, in general, a member of a free city or jural society. Okay, we know that. Okay. Hold on, let me pull right here. Give me 1 second. All right. Possessing all the rights and privileges which can be enjoyed by any person under its constitution and government, comma. So I got to stop right there because citizen in general, remember that's general, you're generalizing it. In general, a member of a free city or jural society possessing all the rights and privileges which can be enjoyed by any person under the constitution and government and subject to the corresponding duty. I get all that. But again, it says can be enjoyed by any person. Now that begs different. Okay, which person are they talking about? Are they talking about the corporation or body politic person? Or are they talking about the natural person? Well, it doesn't decipher there. And then in the same term of the citizen, it says in American law, at American law, guys, and I'm talking about Rome and all this other shit, whatever. In American law, one who is under the Constitution and laws of the United States. And I get that. People are like, oh, it's a corporation. United States is a corporation. No and yes. Okay? That's another thing people don't understand. There's the United States, and then there's the United States. There's a corporation, but then there's the actual United States. Okay? People want to forget about that one, but it's in their own shit. It's not made up. It's in their own thing. Same thing how person is artificial and natural. There's two United States, right? Now it says in American law, one who is under the Constitution and laws of the United States, comma, has the right to vote for civil officers, comma, and himself is qualified to fill executive office, period. Then it says one of the sovereign people, period. That's one in its own self. So it says in the citizen, it says one of the sovereign people. So how can sovereign be in the definition of the citizen? So is sovereign citizen a oxymoron? It can't be, because it's right in the own definition. It says one of the sovereign people. It is what it is. It's one of the sovereign people. Simple and plain, plain and simple. That's their own definition. So is it actually an oxymoron? No, because in the definition of citizen, it says one of the sovereign people. So are people wrong when they're using that shit? I wouldn't be using it, only because of the persona it has. But when you break it down, it doesn't mean, it's not an oxymoron. Ain't that crazy? We were all, all the truth and shit and all that. Even I used to believe that it was oxymoronic. But in reality, as citizen actually says one of the sovereign people. Then they're like, oh, that means a police officer, that means this, and that means this, da-da-da. But it says one of the sovereign people, period. And then after that, it says a constituent member of the sovereignty, comma, synonymous with people. So people are sovereign. Citizens. Ain't that crazy? People are sovereign citizens in their own definition. Ain't that crazy? You gotta ask yourself, what the fuck is this MK Ultra mind control? Motherfuckers running around here, even I run around this bitch talking about sovereign citizen. That's oxymoronic. You can't be sovereign and a citizen. And I'm like, well, according to the definitions, that's what they're getting this shit from. That's actually the definition. All right? Now, hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 minute. Let me see if I got it in here. Nope, I didn't copy it. 1 minute, 1 minute. Alrighty, hold on. Okay. I've read to y'all that one. Okay. Right, Kimmy is interested, right? I mean, this their definition. I don't making it up. This is coming from the first law dictionary that birthed all the other law dictionaries. Then, when you really want to know, you go into the case law, okay? And in the case law, citizens are sovereign. People are sovereign in their own right. That's their shit. So why is all this sovereign citizen rhetoric and this, that, and everything else running around here? I start to ask, fuck, what the fuck's really going on? You start to see that this shit is, what the fuck are the people? What's been going on? All right. Now check this out. This is in the same definition of citizen, right? Okay. There is in our political system of government of each of the several states and government of the United States, each is distinct from the others and has citizens of its own who owe its allegiance, comma, and whose rights, comma, within its jurisdiction it must protect. Whoa, what the fuck? This is in the citizen definition, okay? There is in our political system, okay, of government of each of the several states, comma, and the government of the United States, period. Each is distinct from the others, comma, and has citizens of its own. Okay, the state has citizens. Okay, all right. You can say slaves, whatever the fuck you want to say, right? Each is distinct from others and has citizens of its own, who owe its allegiance, comma. So, I pledge allegiance to the flag, right? And whose rights within its jurisdiction it must protect, period. The same person may be at the same time a citizen of the United States and a citizen of a state, semicolon. But his rights of citizenship under one of those governments will be different from those he has under the other. What? But his rights of citizenships of those he has under the other will be different. Wait, how? Wait. What are y'all talking about? We got different fucking rights. The government of the United States, comma, although it is, comma, within the scope of its powers, comma, supreme and beyond the states, comma, can neither grant nor secure its citizens rights or privilege which are not expressively or by implication placed under its jurisdiction, period. All that cannot be granted or secured are left to the exclusive protection of the states. Citizen and inhabitant are not synonymous. One may be a citizen of a state without being an inhabitant, or an inhabitant without being a citizen. Citizen is sometimes used as synonymous with resident, as in a statute authorizing funds to be distributed among the religious societies of a township, comma, proportionally to the number of their members who are citizens of the township. In English law, an inhabitant of a city, the representative of a city in a parliament, it will be perceived that the English usage of the word adheres closely to its original meaning as shown in its derivation. Okay. So again, Think about when you hear this stuff. What kind of flip-flop applesauce is this shit? But it all boils down to the same person may be at the same time a citizen of the United States and a citizen of a state. So what are they talking about here? Which person are they talking about? Because they only could deal with artificial corporations, not the natural person. But they're just saying person here. So it is a natural person because a natural person has a right to play in both realms of existence. That's what they're telling you. That's why they say the same person. That's why they say further in the definition of citizen, right? Right at the top, okay, it says, which can be enjoyed by any person. Because rights and privileges, they can be enjoyed by either an artificial person or a natural person. Point blank, period. Okay? Because when you understand how law works by contracts only, you have a right to contract, a right to not contract. All the privileges can be enjoyed. Okay? You can do whatever the fuck this next person does. You just ain't contracting. It's simple. This is simple stuff, guys. Simple stuff, man. Baseball, can you be way the fuck off the topic, man? Really? You're right. Very important to know who we are. You know, and unfortunate that's what they have done, but you know, that's just, hey, it's unfortunate what they've done, but just know who you are and where you stand. That's it. You know? And like I said, imagine if the truth and communities knew and zeroed in on this shit. They would have pulled their MK Ultra program years ago. They had to have truth communities because look at what they've done. You know how many people out here be talking this law shit, legal shit, and teaching this shit, and it's so fucking ridiculously complex. I had to go learn the shit myself easier than what the fuck this shit is, because I'm like, yo, that shit is that shit, and then you realize some people been taught that way, and they give out good information, but other motherfuckers, you're like, yo, these motherfuckers is working for the same hand that don't want you to know, you know. And that's why they push certain doctrines and books on your ass, because, you know, they don't want you to see the real. You know, like with these dictionaries, you got to study case laws. You know, you got to study conclusions of laws. You got to study all this stuff and use the dictionary to understand the fucking words. But you have to understand the context, the meaning, the cases, what pertained in that individual case. Because that shit can't, if it's in an individual case, your case has to some similar match. That's how the law works. There is no, every case is individual. That's how you know this shit is a spiritual thing. They understand it. When you're into this old doctrines, old dictionaries, right? You can see that they're coming from a divine perspective on shit, nature and God. There's a lot of nature and God in the first fucking edition. Now, what God they talking about? Two different fucking things. You know, I don't see Jesus anywhere, but that's a whole nother story. You know, right, Kimmy. So, you know, I've even studied some people put out a lot of good stuff, but I like wonder who that person was, if it was like the CIA. Because you can only find a name, but this motherfucker got a lot of books that are dope as hell with a lot of information. But now when I look at it, I can see that it's kind of put out there so, you know, somebody can take that ideology and want to destroy or remove, you know, like the Constitution and the foundations of what was built here. I'm like, it's kind of like they're into the truth and they're into, like, you know, they understand the law, but they want to destroy it in a Marxist communistic way. And I see that there's this guy called David E. Robinson that puts out a lot of dope ass books, and I got like 20 of them bitches. But I went back and started questioning this shit. They're like, yo, is this some motherfucking CIA shit right here? Because you can't really find much information on who that person is. Nothing. But there's a lot of books. But I got questioned, like, where the fuck did this shit come from? You know, and I look back and I'm like, that is 100%, but that over there just ain't adding up. So, you know, that's why I tell people, look, it's time to go rethinking, go back and research again, you know. So yeah, so there's some things I wanted to talk about, and you know, a lot of things in this truth realms I keep finding don't be the truth at all. I mean, be half truths and people not really looking into things, you know. So, yeah, man. So again, person, sovereign citizen. Well, according to their own definitions, the sovereign citizen is not oxymoronic, because under the definition of citizen, okay, under the definition of citizen, it says plain as day, right? It says plain of day, one of the sovereign people. So, hey, it just is what it is. Citizen, the legal definition, the lawful definition of citizen, obtains the word and the definition, one of the sovereign people. And then it goes down. It says a constituent member of the sovereignty, synonymous with people. So people and sovereignty, people are sovereign. You know, it is what it is. That's their own definitions. So, you know, that right there, like, oh, like, what the fuck? You know, and I always thought the same thing, like citizen. I take citizen. Citizen means, you know, we already know. And then sovereign means, you know, a citizen can't be a sovereign, but according, this is their own definition, man. That's what it says. I ain't making this shit up. I just so a motherfucker don't think I'm making this shit up, because a motherfucker will say you're making that up and won't actually go look for it. Okay? It's right here. Okay? Right there. Right there. Pause it, stop it, read it, and weep it. That's what it means. That's what it means. You know? It's crazy. So a sovereign citizen is not oxymoronic. Now, because somebody crafted to believe it, yeah. But I mean, I don't know how much clearer that can be. You know, it says it right there. You know, I don't know how much clearer it can be. Citizen in general, period. A member of a free city or juror society, comma. All right, possessing all the rights and privileges which can be enjoyed by any person under its constitution and government. Okay. Now, can a can a natural person be a citizen at the same time? You gotta start thinking about this shit, right? Think about it. You know, and I'm gonna do a whole video on the sovereign citizen thing, because then I'm gonna go into the sovereign definition and case law about sovereign, because I don't hear anybody saying that, yo, the sovereign citizen shit, fuck what they're doing, or we know what they're doing. We know what the people, they're making it. Oh, look, these sovereign citizens. We already know. But look, it's not a fuck. My whole point is not an oxymoronic statement. All right. You start to think like, yo, the motherfuckers that are asleep are right, because they calling motherfuckers think they're a sovereign citizen, even though their ideology of it is all fucked up. But they're actually right, and the truthers are wrong. Ain't that crazy? You know? Think about it. And this shit goes deeper into the case law, because you have person, artificial, separated by law, natural. But what about citizen? Because it says in general, the first thing it says, in general, period. A member of a free city or juror society, comment, which is civitas, possessing all the rights and privileges which can be enjoyed by any person under its constitution and government, comma, and subject to the corresponding duties, because you got duties. All right. In American law, again, we go to American law, because this is an old ass dictionary that still was tied to Europe, Rome, UK, London, shit like that. It even had feudal law. That's why you got to keep going back. People just forgot about the back. Well, those are no longer relevant. Who says who? This is legalese. This is the wordings that they use to this day. Motherfuckers be like, Rome's still in control. Nothing's changed. Well, but y'all motherfuckers want to think that they come out with new books and change the words that is different. Yeah, y'all could believe that, but they're not. That ain't going by me. You got to go to the source. The fuck? You got to go to the source. So it says in the next paragraph, in American law, that's what we're not really under American law. We're under some different shit. But under all the bullshit that they have put up, under American law, one who, comma, is under the Constitution and laws of the United States, comma, has the right to vote, whatever. And then next paragraph, one, My bad. My other phone just croaked. Phone just croaked. But I'm about to get ready to get up off of here anyway. But yeah, so we'll do a whole sovereign citizen. We're gonna read, I'm gonna rediscover or go back some of these well-used terms of citizens, slaves, and sovereign citizens, and the oxymoronic statement that, and then I'll show you, the reason why I do this, because this video I put out, and people will come and then they'll say, oh, it is oxymoron. They'll do all this other shit, and then in the other realms I'm in, I'll do the same shit, knowing when I talk about stuff and post stuff, I already know the answers already. I already have a whole bunch of shit to back it up. So I do that deliberately so people could come here and say what they say, and then they'll talk about the definitions that we're talking about and all this other stuff, and no one just and then that's the whole setup to get them into the conversation, to show them that in fact what I'm talking about is backed up by case law, and show them where it says a citizen is a sovereign. So that'll be next. So if nobody makes it to the end of this video and talks that a fucking that bullshit and says, oh, this, that, and this, don't worry. I have a whole slew of case law and everything in between that says a citizen is sovereign. So, shout out to the Paul Unslaved. I'm sure he'll enjoy going over that one. So, but that's a really sharp brother, and shout out to him. But go revisit that and go study some case laws from the 1800s, and you'll see that it's not an oxymoronic term. Would I use that? Fuck no, I wouldn't use it. Not dealing with what we're dealing with. But as far as it being an oxymoronic statement and it's not true, and a citizen can't be somebody. Jad the Nerd said that's like comparing Ronald McDonald to Big Bird. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's your comment, you dumb motherfucker. That shows what your mentality is. Ronald McDonald and Big Bird. That's what you're thinking about. That's what they told me. Instead of actually talking to understanding where the fuck I'm coming from, they want to say that's like comparing Ronald McDonald to Big Bird. And all that is the CIA, MK Ultra mind control and mind manipulation that automatically has let that person's mind that thinks it's so intelligent and smart and witty shut off new information coming to show them that, what? Let me look into that. That's what I do. I hear something, this is the shit that I heard. And I'm like, well, I need to go. I stumbled upon this. I'm like, I need to know more. I just read this citizen definition, and this shit just said one of the sovereign people. Wait a minute. I thought motherfucking sovereign citizen meant fucking, slave and, this, that, and the third. I'm like, hold on. And lo and behold, got into case law, and it strictly says that a citizen is one of the sovereign people. So, and you should read what the case was about. I mean, it exactly what they've been telling y'all not to use it is exactly what the case law is saying that the motherfuckers was supposed to be, and how they ruled upon it. They violated their fucking rights. I'm like, hold on. And then you start to understand how they're identifying the person and how the perspective that court case came into on the perspective of either the artificial one or the natural one. The natural one with the land, right? And this was actually shit, what you wait till I share that information, So, I mean, it just is what it is. And there's a lot to learn, but it's actually easier than you think, Like I said, you can gobbledygook all day. Or you can just go look up and start learning how this bitch is ran. You know, and so let me go. You go watch the news and see that the way the news is structured, what they do, how they do it under the law, and how it's just straight bullshit. You know, boy, police are heavy today in the city. You know, you'll see exactly how they do and why they do what they do, and you know, you'll see it all around you. So, all right, y'all, I gotta go. Much love to you guys. I'll talk to y'all later, and stay safe and stay alert.
Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my face. Heart is racing here now. Never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess. No, you're a